Cindy, what the hell? You spent $300 on food this month?
Josh? Why are you messaging me like this from work? Are you reading the budget for this month?
Yeah, and I'm pissed off. You're always wasting money.
Excuse me? Wasting money? $300 a month for food isn't that out of the ordinary.
You're spending way too much money on food. Stop wasting my money. Are you buying purses or other stupid crap and claiming it's food?
What? Of course not. And let me tell you something. I work hard to cut costs. $300 a month for 2 adults is actually below average. I saw a study the other day that the average 2-person household spends $600 on food each month.
We're not talking about averages, we're talking about us. Stop acting like a child, Cindy.
What? Are you telling me I need to cut costs even more?
Of course I am.
Okay, then how much do you want me to spend on food each month?
$50 or less.
$50?
$50 is more than enough.
Are you serious? $50 divided by 30 days is $1.66 a day. Do you actually think that's possible?
When I lived at home, I paid my parents $50 a month for my share of the food. So of course it's possible.
Just $50?
$50 for food is more than enough. You're a housewife, saving money is your job. You must have been spoiled as a child, unreal.
Do you actually think that your share of the food was really just $50? I think your parents were paying most of it.
Hey, don't drag my parents into this. They made it work with $50, so you can too. Oh yeah, tomorrow's my payday, so from now on, I'm only giving you $50 for food.
You what?
Utility bills are taken straight out of my bank account, so really that's all you should need. Got it? Starting tomorrow, you only get $50.
I don't believe this.
You got a problem?
So, that $50 is just for your food, right?
No, it's for both of us, and if you want any more than that, you can pay for it with your own money.
I see. You're sure you're fine with me making your food with just $50 a month?
Yeah, make it work. If you go over budget, I'll divorce you. Keep that in mind. Cindy, what the hell? I just opened my lunch. What is this?
What's the matter?
It's just a bowl of rice with a cherry tomato.
You said I could only spend $50 a month, didn't you? The bag of rice cost $13.90. Divide that by 30 days and you get about 46 cents. The tomatoes were a gift from the neighbors, so that was a free bonus.
A lunch for only 46 cents?
I had to keep to your budget, didn't I? I can only spend $1.66 a day. Did you forget about breakfast and dinner?
Wait, is that why I only got 2 slices of bread for breakfast?
Actually, it was just 1 slice.
Huh?
The other slice was mine, but you went and ate it without asking.
Just a slice of bread.
It had butter on it too.
That doesn't make it any better.
You'll probably like dinner more, but don't expect much.
What are you gonna make?
Lettuce salad?
That all?
There'll be rice too, but just 1 cup.
No meat? Cindy, what the hell?
What now?
My lunch! Lettuce again? It's just a bowl of lettuce, there isn't even any dressing!
Yeah, that's about 45 cents worth of lettuce.
Can't you at least put in a little rice?
No, can do. That'll put me over budget. 45 cents for the lettuce plus 46 cents for the rice would be 91 cents.
All I've eaten this month is rice and lettuce. I want meat, chicken, pork, beef.
How do you expect me to add meat while staying within a $50 budget?
How should I know? Shopping is your job.
Well, chicken breast meat is pretty cheap. I guess I could buy a pound and try to make it last the month.
Come on, are you being serious right now? There's no way food can cost that much.
I show you my receipts, don't I? Do you think they're fakes? If you don't like it, then maybe you should raise the budget a little.
What, it's only been a few weeks? You're not giving up already, are you?
Sounds to me like you're the one ready to give up. If you think I'm doing such a bad job, why don't you do the shopping and cooking for yourself? You try shopping with just $50 a month.
Excuse me? Shopping and cooking is the wife's job, your job! You're just not working hard enough. You'd be able to make a decent meal if you weren't being so lazy.
Okay, then you'll have to do your part.
What do you mean, my part?
You want meat? Go fishing. You want vegetables? Plant a garden.
Why do I have to do that?
You're only giving me $50 a month to work with. If you want to eat any more, you'll have to find a way to get food for free.
What am I supposed to do, become a survivalist?
You have any better ideas?
If you're not going to put any effort into this, I'm going to divorce you!
I'm trying my best. Josh, I just got back from work. Why are there divorce papers on the table?
Oh, there. I decided that if you weren't going to give me a decent meal this morning, I'd divorce you. I got everything ready last night.
Oh, you didn't like your rice and lettuce today?
No, that's why I'm divorcing you. It's actually really easy to print up divorce papers these days. All the information you need is online. You just have to print the forms. It's super convenient.
And where are you right now?
A steakhouse.
What?
Thanks to you, I haven't eaten any good meat for a month. So I invited my friends out to dinner. The steak is the best. I ordered the turf and turf. It's a powerhouse steak with a T-bone.
2 steaks? That sounds pretty expensive.
Yeah, and it's worth every penny.
How nice. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, then so be it.
Oh, did you finally decide to get serious about saving money? Give me some meat in all 3 meals tomorrow.
I'm going to the courthouse now to hand in the divorce papers.
Man, this T-bone is juicy! Cindy, what the hell? Where are you? All your stuff is gone. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, you finally got home. Did you have a nice evening with your friends?
That's none of your concern. You don't get to tell me when I can see my friends.
Yeah, you're right. Seeing as we're divorced now, nothing you do is any of my business anymore.
What do you mean?
I just turned in the divorce papers.
You what?
I just told you a few hours ago. Didn't you read my message?
Wait, really? Oh yeah, you did. The steaks were so good I didn't notice.
My lawyer will be contacting you soon regarding dividing up our assets and all that. So don't do anything funny with our savings account, okay?
Wait a second. Hold on, when did divorce? Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? It was your rule. You set the budget.
Huh?
You said if we broke the food budget, we'd get divorced. We did, so we're getting divorced. Simple.
What are you talking about?
How much did you spend at the steakhouse?
Huh? I don't know, about $100 or so?
You spent twice our monthly budget on a single meal?
Oh, wait, no, I took that money out of my own savings.
That's strange. If that's true, then who took $200 out of my wallet this morning?
No.
Did you think I wouldn't notice? This isn't the first time either.
You were watching me?
I put a mirror in the kitchen so I could see you in the living room. I saw everything, Josh. Since that was before our divorce, unfortunately I can't charge you with theft. But I did record the video on my phone. Like I said, my lawyer will contact you about property division sometime soon. When he does, I'd appreciate it if you return the $200 you took this morning, along with the $500 you took last month.
Oh, great. Cindy, what the hell? What's this about having to return $21,000 to you? I thought this was going to be 50-50. What's the deal?
Did you listen to my lawyer at all? You took my $35,000 in savings from when I was single and spent it all at a bar. I guess you must have seen my PIN code when we went to the bank together. I hadn't checked my balance in a while, which was careless of me, but I never expected you to do that. Our only joint asset is the account we set up together after we got married with $15,000 in it. All that goes to me since you owe me $35,000. And you'll have to come up with the other $20,000 somehow.
Come on.
Add the $1,000 you've taken out of my wallet, and you get $21,000.
You mean I'm not getting anything out of this?
Yep, you get nothing.
Man.
So what were you doing with the money you saved by making me feed you with $50 a month? Buying drinks from your favorite bartender girl?
Wait, you knew about her?
But since she didn't like you enough to have an affair with you, I can't sue you for infidelity, so there's a silver lining for you.
I had a running tab at that bar and the bill just came. $18,000! I figured I could pay it off with my share of the property division.
You drank $18,000 worth of booze to impress a bartender? And you still haven't paid it off? Man, I feel bad for the owner. You better pay them back as soon as possible.
What am I gonna do now?
That's not my concern anymore. We're divorced. Anyway, give me my $21,000 by the month's end.
This month? I can't do that.
In that case, you'll be hearing from my lawyer again.
Cindy, wait!
Goodbye! I got a weird feeling when he randomly told me to keep the monthly food expenses to $50, so I hired a private detective. It only took about a week to figure out what was going on. I learned the most from talking to that bartender. When I told her that Josh was almost out of money, the bar immediately went to a collection agency. He makes a decent salary, so I figured he'd be able to pay it off without too much trouble. But he quit 3 months later. I guess his coworkers found out he ran an $18,000 bill to impress a bartender, so he became the laughingstock of the company and quit out of embarrassment. Last I heard, he was paying off his debt to the bar by working for them as a janitor on the night shift. But hey, he paid off his debt to me, so none of that is any of my concern anymore.
Isabel, it's time for dinner. When are you coming home? None of your business? Why don't you just eat without me? You promised to have dinner with your family as much as possible, remember? Besides, I'm worried, because lately you come home at such late hours. You're worried about me? Aren't you just worried about yourself? You're my foster mom. You're only there to make sure that I don't do anything bad. That's it. Don't say that. You're like family to me. That's good and all. But if I were your real daughter, you should be getting angry, like a normal parent would. I'm not your real child, so you're trying your best not to get angry at me, right? That's not it. I'm really worried about you. I don't get angry with you because I want to respect your feelings. If something's bothering you, I want to know. Why are you staying out so late recently? If you really respect my feelings, could you just leave me alone? Why do I have to talk to you anyway? That's because it's getting darker much earlier these days. Even now, it's pitch black. If you have a reason to be late coming home, please let me know. You're so annoying. I don't want to go home. Don't you get it? Being my foster parent is no different from being a stranger. When my real parents come to pick me up, this will all be over. I don't want to be bossed around by someone who's barely involved in my life. Isabel, even so, I'm still worried about you. I have no intention of getting involved just halfway. If you're ever in trouble... Whatever. I don't need dinner today. I'm gonna eat at a friend's house. I'll be back later, so don't message me anymore. Wait a minute. Isabel! I just have to behave well in front of the social workers, right? I won't make you look bad. Isabel, I got a call from your teacher saying that you haven't gone to school? Where are you? You left the house in your uniform this morning, right? Traitor. Huh? I had no idea. Foster parents get a monthly allowance? You only look after me because you wanted the money, right? What are you talking about? Yes, I do get some money as an allowance, but I didn't decide to look after you for the money. I don't want to hear your sweet talk. You actually think that I'm a bother, right? I was a bit easier to handle when I was little, but now you think I'm not worth the trouble, right? Of course you would prefer a more obedient kid. What are you talking about? That's not true. I'm glad for just having you in my life. I'm planning on leaving, so you should think about finding a new foster child. I'm sorry for being a bother to you so far. I love you. Thank you for everything so far. Isabel, what do you mean? Are you going to leave the house? Hey, don't decide something like that by yourself. Let's have a proper talk. Please, give me a reply. Isabel, please, I am begging you. I'm sorry for reminding you of that sort of stuff. Mommy loves you. I love you just the same now as when we first met. I was really happy when you came to our home. I gave up because I couldn't give birth to my own children and was so hopeless. Because both me and your dad love children. Of course it's true, we would be over the moon if we were able to have a child of our own. But we love you as if you were our own. As your foster parents, we will certainly lose the right to be with you once your real parents come to pick you up. I am probably a failure of a foster parent to say this while taking care of you, but I thought of you many times as if you were my real daughter. You've been living with us for 8 years, right? There is no other word, apart from family, that can label our relationship. I thought that one day I had to talk to you about getting the allowance. I'm sorry for not telling you about it earlier. But it's the truth that I don't care for the money. I want to be with you, even if I don't get any allowance. Both your dad and I honestly think that from the bottom of our hearts. Is that really true? Of course. Can you tell me how you feel? You don't want to stay with us anymore? No, that's not it. I don't remember the exact reason anymore, but I don't want to go back to a life where I wasn't allowed to leave the house and wasn't really fed any food. Now my life is too happy. Then why do you stay out late and even think about leaving us? That's 'cause my real dad came to see me. Huh? He said he got a steady job now, so we could start living together again. I was wondering what his intentions were after all this time, but he still actually is my legal guardian, right? So I thought I would leave so that I didn't cause any future trouble for you guys. I can't believe it. I haven't heard anything from the Children's Bureau. What? Really? Mom, I'm sorry. I believed everything he told me. That's why I heard that foster parents are given an allowance. Without questioning it, I just believed that you guys were after the money. No, that's fine. I was wrong for not talking to you about things. Besides, what you said last time totally hit the mark. Why aren't you getting angry like a normal parent would? I promised myself that I would treat you like real family, but I was more fearful of you starting to hate me. I am such an idiot. I'm so sorry for making you not feel at home. But really, I had no need to get angry. I knew that you were an honest and good girl. You were too good to me. I'm sorry too. It was always in the back of my mind. I kept asking, why aren't we blood related? I had no real reason to worry about that, because I already knew that you guys were the only people who care about me this much. Hey, Mom? Yes? Can I come home now? I want to take a break from school today and just spend some quality time with you. Yeah, let's do that. I also was thinking we haven't really spoken that much recently.
Are we gonna have an issue, Janice? Could you return Isabel to me soon?
Who are you?
Don't play dumb. It's Isabel's father. I got your number from Isabel.
Oh, is that so? I'll go ahead and say this, but I can't allow Isabel to go back to you. I haven't heard anything from the Child Bureau. So this is all just something you decided on your own, right?
I'm sure they'll get in touch with you soon. I got a stable job now, and I just couldn't afford it at that time. Now I want to live with Isabel as soon as possible.
Why now, of all times? Before, the person at the Child Bureau said that they tried contacting you but couldn't reach you. And not having a stable job isn't the reason why you got separated from Isabel. Your behavior and attitude towards childcare was the problem.
Like I said before, the problem was that my ex-wife left Isabel on her own and left to go out somewhere. Do you expect me, a man, to know how to properly raise a kid? The people around us were just too nosy, made a fuss, because I wasn't taking care of her for just a little while. Isabel's a middle school student now, so she can do her own thing. As long as I give her money, she'll be fine.
I definitely cannot hand over Isabel to you now with your twisted way of thinking. If the state says I have to give her up to you, I have no choice, but I have no intention of just giving her to you on just your selfish decision.
Should I remind you, I'm her legal guardian. You're just a foster parent. Don't you know your place?
You should go through the correct procedures then. Having private talks like this is meaningless.
Ah, I get it. Then I'll wire transfer to you twice the money you're getting now every month. You have no complaints, right?
Are you insane?
Is it not enough? Huh, you're pretty greedy, huh?
Seriously, what are you saying?
Let me let you in on a secret. I'm actually thinking of making a business with Isabel. She's grown up to be a beautiful woman, like my ex-wife that ran away. I'm sure she will make a lot of money now if she starts working, if you know what I mean. What do you think? Not too shabby, right? If you give me Isabel, you can get more money every month without lifting a finger.
That's appalling and disgusting. Who in their right mind would ever think of selling their daughter's body for profit? I will report this to the Children's Bureau.
What? You're joking, right? Why won't you take the offer? You'll be getting money without having to do anything, right?
No matter how much money I get, I won't give up Isabel. I didn't become Isabel's foster parent for the money. I think of her as my real family. She is the most important person in the world to me. I want to protect her from anything that might harm her.
I can't believe it. She's my kid, you know. You guys aren't even related by blood.
I don't believe that you need to be blood related to be caring for people.
Yeah, this is definitely not gonna fly. If you're gonna keep that stance, I have my own plans. I'm prepared to do anything. Even having her returned by force.
Is it a threat? If it's a threat, I'll gladly talk to the police. If you really plan on using Isabel, I'll fight for her with everything I've got.
What the heck is up with you? We can just end all this if you quietly hand her over, no? Why are you so insistent?
Even as her real father, you are so clueless. Isabel isn't some toy to be used. Family isn't there for you to use them. I feel sorry that you lived all your life without being taught that.
I don't need your pity. You trying to make a fool of me?
I'm not trying to make a fool of you. I just thought it was sad. I don't know what kind of life you've lived. The only thing I could say is that Isabel is not the same as you. Everyone has their own thoughts. Everyone's thoughts and personalities are different. Don't act like you control people like that.
So what if I do? It's normal for parents to make use of their children. That's how I was taught. So Isabel should just listen to me, because I'm her parent at the end of the day.
If you're really deluded into thinking that's how the normal world is like, then I guess I can give you a little sympathy. You ended up like this because no one taught you what love is.
Huh? You can't make a living off of love and rainbows. Money reigns supreme.
Of course I know that I need money, but I'm just happy that Isabel is living her best life. I love her to bits and just wish for her happiness in life. If I need money for whatever reason, I just have to work hard for it. I will do that, just because I want Isabel to live a happy and comfy life.
Oh, you're a naive idiot. People always end up betraying you in the end anyways. Your own family can't be trusted. Some parents sell their children to cover their debts.
I guess there might be some people like that, but those aren't the majority. I want you to know that there are parents who would protect their children, even if it was in exchange for their own lives. I want you to believe me, because I will raise your own flesh and blood daughter, Isabel, with all the love and care I can give her, just as you wanted your parents to do for you. Won't you let Isabel experience that herself? After my foster mom and my dad had that conversation, I received a message from the Child Bureau that my father had relinquished custody over me. The fact that he was thinking of selling me makes me never want to forgive him for that. I don't even want to imagine what he was possibly thinking. From the beginning, I never missed my real parents, nor had any high expectations of them. I definitely have no intention of getting involved with them in the future. But perhaps, just as my foster mom said, I had a drastic change of heart. I thought about that possibility for just a short while. It would be nice if that was the case. And now we are in discussions to change the relationship between us from just being foster parents to having me fully adopted. Life hasn't changed much, but I was happy that I can put this behind me and finally have my own family. After entering junior high school, I had a complex about having foster parents and acted colder towards them. I regret doing something so childish and hurtful. However, I'm still just a kid, so I'm sure I might somehow cause trouble in the future. But for now, I am fully embracing all the love and care that my new parents are giving me. My precious mom and dad showed what a true, loving family looks like. I'm going to do everything I can to give back the same love they've always given to me.